Forsaken has a lot of interesting skins that players can either purchase or obtain by completing certain goals in the game, but what about the ones that may never be available to the players? The admin-only skins. Because with these special skins, they have some pretty interesting abilities that is literally game-breaking. Like for example, the survivor Guest1337 has a special admin skin called Guest1337 if he locked in. Now honestly, the skin itself is pretty normal. It's literally just his default skin. Nothing changes visually, but what this particular skin has is a massive buff to his punching ability, in which he now deals 1000 damage. Yet to compare that, Roblox players can only deal 20 damage with this punch. Admins with the Guest if he locked in skin literally do 1000 damage, which is enough to instantly kill Cool Kid. And as for the other killers, pretty much leaves them very weak. Craig. So this is definitely one of the weirder admin skins. It literally turns Guest1337 into a low quality version of SpongeBob with some pretty long pants.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, funny enough, the only reason why this skin was added was because a random person on Discord wrote, "I think Craig should be in Forsaken," and then posted this cursed image of SpongeBob. Yeah, I tried to see where he got this image. I thought Craig was a real SpongeBob character, but when I looked up Craig in the SpongeBob world, all I got was this sea lion. Yeah, and as for the model in game, it's even more bizarre. His eyes are bulging out. His gyat is gyatting. Like honestly, I'm not sure why he looks like this. Craig is definitely one of the more cursed models in the game, and even when people do get the Craig skin, the description reads "bala la 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 la," which is supposed to be SpongeBob's laugh, I imagine. Yeah, but that's not all, because Craig also does have a hidden buff for Guest's passive. Yeah, Guest typically gains an additional 15 health, but with the Craig skin, for whatever reason, he gains an additional 50 health. Yeah, honestly, a lot of these admin skins you'll realize are completely broken. Like next we got Shaletsky, with one of his admin skins being called Shaletsky if he locked in. So again, nothing really changes visually for Shaletsky, but his slash ability does gain a massive buff. Instead of doing the usual 30 damage that players typically do, with the locked in skin, Shaletsky can do 3000 damage all at once. Yet the description for this skin reads as "blame John," but I blame the Forsaken admins for this one, Eggletsky. So this skin turns Shaletsky into a literal egg, and it also replaces his sword with a turkey leg. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar to the Builderman egg skin, but this one is more egg-like, I suppose. It's honestly pretty funny. Hopefully it'll be a real skin for Shaletsky soon. Rollin. So this skin turns Shaletsky into the protagonist from the RPG game known as Library of Ruina. Yeah, you can see here that Shaletsky now wears a black suit and tie, has completely black hair as well as pale white skin, and as for food, he eats his favorite sandwich. Yeah, what I'm realizing is a lot of these Forsaken admins really love their JRPGs. But that's not it for the Shaletsky admin skins. There's also the Shaletsky cosplay one, in which Shaletsky pretty much becomes your Roblox avatar, but the eyes are changed up. This is Creecraft wearing the Shaletsky cosplay skin. Alright, but now we need to talk about an insane 2-time admin skin. See, a lot of us know this skin called Kitty Cat, which yeah, any Roblox player can get this skin. It's 2-time with cat ears and cat whiskers and everything. It's a reference to the whole idea that cats have 9 lives, and in the world of Forsaken, technically 2-time has 2 lives. The description even reads, not really 9, but 2 lives is close enough. Yeah, well, the admins thought it'd be funny to actually make a skin called Actual Cat. And yeah, reading the description here, this skin is just a kitty cat skin, but with 9 lives. Annoying, but possible to kill if you persist enough. Yeah, and the description even reads 9 lives. Oh, but it gets worse for the admin skins, because we also have Locked In 2-time, in which 2-time has not just 2 lives, not just 9 lives, 2-time has 500 lives, making them pretty much impossible to kill. Yeah, I mean, this skin is definitely the most insane one yet. The description for this one reads, "Shadows die a few times," which is a reference to the video game Sekiro. Shadows died twice, but you know, now it's literally 500 times. Chance. So Chance has some pretty interesting admin skins, one of which is called Pinkie Pie, which pretty much turns Chance into the humanoid version of Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. Yeah, I think they're called Equestria girls, which which, yeah, they're just the humanoid versions of My Little Pony. Yeah, so the skin here matches the same thing. We even have the pony ears, and we can't forget the ponytail as well. Cassidy. So with this admin skin, it turns Chance into Cole Cassidy from the popular video game Overwatch. Yeah, this is a better look of the skin. It's definitely a cooler skin for sure, but what's also special with the Cassidy skin is that it changes Chance's shooting abilities, where instead of Chance's flintlock, he now has a revolver. And when he uses this gun, we hear the famous quote, "It's honey." And the shot ends up dealing 650 damage. Not only that, Cassidy also stands motionless during the wind-up before aiming and firing, which ends up being much faster than Chance's abilities. Builderman. So Builderman's only unique skin is literally called Unusual. The profile picture shows the red soldier from Team Fortress 2, and when admins equip this skin, it does change Builderman to look like the red Team Soldier character, but they also are equipped with the unusual Burning Flames Team Captain hat. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's literally this hat right here. It's a hat that can be worn in the game Team Fortress 2. Not only that, but this hat is also from the character M. Bison from Street Fighter. But now what's special about this particular Burning Flames hat is how extremely rare and expensive it is. Yet literally, as of January 2016, there are only 4 known instances of the Burning Flames Team Captain hat. It is estimated to be worth roughly $18,500. Yeah, all of that for a literal in-game item. Yeah, and so I guess the devs just decided to give the hat to themselves in their own game. Now, as for the characters Toph, Dusakar, and Elliot, their admin skins aren't that noteworthy. A lot of them you can play as yourself. Like, for example, the Dusakar one, it's literally just your Roblox character now using Dusakar's animations and abilities. And same with Elliot, where it gives your Roblox character Elliot's famous work at a pizza place outfit. But now we have to talk about the admin skins for the killers. Like, for example, Jason. So we already know that Jason may be scrapped in the future due to potential copyright issues, but on the admin skins, Jason has a skin called Dexter, which is inspired off of Dexter Morgan from the television series Dexter. And in case you're wondering, yes, he is actually a killer in that show as well. Now, as for Dexter's outfit, he is wearing his famous killer clothing, which is typically a brown sweater, black apron, brown pants, and gloves. Yeah, honestly, this is a very cool skin as a fan of the Dexter series. Yet now apparently the skin has some custom voice lines taken directly from the show. I imagine this voice line is in the game. "Tonight's the night." Yeah, that line is very iconic for him. It's when he's going to kill. And now as for his render image right here, I imagine it's a reference to the season 1 image of Dexter, both pretty similar. But an even weirder and unusual Jason skin is one called Dead Rabbits. And now with this skin, it turns Jason into the Dead Rabbits boss from Limbus Company. Yeah, remember when I said that the devs really like their JRPGs? Yeah, so this is the reference image right here. I'm not sure why the screenshot has these 3 bunnies on here. I mean, this would definitely be a weirder Jason skin for sure. But yeah, with his skin, he's got glowing red eyes, and when he uses his rage, his eyes now glow purple instead. Honestly, a pretty interesting skin. John Doe. So John Doe has a really cool skin called Pibby, and with this skin, it literally turns John Doe into the Pibby glitch, which if you don't know what Pibby is, it's this happy-go-lucky cartoon that very quickly gets corrupt by this strange glitch. Yeah, the glitch spreads throughout Pibby's world and consumes anyone near it, making them pretty much corrupt, and that's exactly what happens to John Doe with this skin. Yet there's also a unique animation for this skin. The text now reads, "That feeling when your worlds ends," which, yeah, is a reference to the Pibby video in which this glitch ends up destroying different worlds. But honestly, the Pibby skin is definitely one of the cooler admin skins. Sir Cody. So this skin is a direct rip of the model from the Roblox game Defend the Statue, yet Sir Cody is actually one of the bosses in the game, and when wearing this skin, John Doe gets a custom purple fire trail, swing animation, and chase theme. Main. So with this skin, it turns John Doe into Main from the show Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Yet with this skin, it gives John Doe red flashing lights on both of his eyes, and there's also a custom intro for him. It reads, "The end of the line." But now onto Cool Kid's skins. He's got one here called Rolosium, which is definitely a weirder and creepier admin skin. It gives Cool Kid a realistic, grotesque green face, and then a fully black body. Now, this skin is actually based off of one of the Forsaken devs known as Colosseum, but instead of a C, they just added a GR because the skin is green, so now it's Grolosium. Yeah, this is one of Colosseum's actual Roblox avatars, which yeah, is definitely the inspiration for the admin skin. But now looking at this face here, it definitely has to be a real face, right? Like, whose face actually is it? That might be a mystery for later. Oh wait, no, I think it's literally just his face. Yeah, it's Colosseum's face from this poor webcam that he has. Oh wow, his video quality is very bad. One more time, but cooler. Another Cool Kid admin skin. It turns Cool Kid into the one more time skin, but as the name suggests, cooler, I guess. Yeah, it's a skin based off of the Roblox game A Bizarre Day, which is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure inspired game. But now as for the skin itself, it's actually based off of the Zoot suit that's worn in Tom and Jerry.
What's jumping, chick?
Noli. So with Noli being the newest killer in the game, he already has an admin skin that's called Cameraman, which yeah, it's literally based off of Cameraman from Skibidi Toilet. That's literally the exact reference. Yeah, Flamingo showed it off in one of his videos. Yeah, you'll notice that Cameraman also is wearing a necklace right here, and if you take a closer look at it, it says Skibidi, which is a reference to this necklace right here, Skibidi chain necklace. And as for the description of the skin, it reads Skibidi dop 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 yes yes, which is a reference to the old meme. Wait, is that how the word Skibidi came to be because of this song? The more you know. Yeah, and then unfortunately for 1x1, they're the only character that doesn't have any admin skins, at least not ones that we're aware of, but maybe in the future there will be some more. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.